If you have a YouTube channel and you're trying to grow it and you're looking for traction and you want to just get to that next level and it's slow, it's creeping, it's crawling, first of all, you're not alone. Welcome to everyone else's world, especially when you start. But second of all, it could be that you're not posting the right kind of videos. And so in today's episode, I'm going to walk you through the 3 best types of YouTube videos you should be posting if you want to grow your channel. Pretty straightforward, pretty practical. I'm going to dive into some of my top videos and break it down for you and help you get to that YouTube growth that you want, that you need to ultimately drive sales and drive your business. Let's discuss. Welcome to episode 81 of The Graham Cochran Show, where I'm here to help you build your online business, work less, and live and give more. I'm your host, Graham Cochran. Honored to spend some time with you today. Hope you're having a great day. Hope your week is going well. Hope you're healthy and safe where you are. We're going to break down some real practical YouTube strategy. This is great if you're brand new and you're like, I need to get started. But this is also great if you've been putting out videos for 2 years and you still haven't gotten some traction. And I know a lot of you are there as well. This might help you get a little boost in your YouTube growth. So I'm going to take you behind the scenes of my YouTube analytics and break down these 3 types of videos for you in just a second. If you're looking though to get started in your online business journey, especially if you're on YouTube, but you don't have a business model yet, you're just hoping to, I don't know, get views or get subscribers, and what are you going to do? Make ad revenue? Like, good luck with that. Most people don't make hardly any money on the ad revenue unless you have a ton of views. So I'm assuming you don't have a ton of views. And even if you did, it's not a sustainable business model for most. For some, yes, but not for most. So you want to actually build your actual online business where you have products, where you can actually control the relationship and own the stuff that you sell and not be privy to just the whims of YouTube. So if you want to actually build a business, I want to help you do that. I want you to do it in the next 30 days. I have a 30-day online income jumpstart guide. And what this is, my friend, is just a simple checklist. If you have zero audience or small audience, or if you haven't made any money yet online, it walks you through a 30-day process, a 4-week step-by-step process to build a little mini audience, figure out what kind of product you can put together and launch something in 30 days that actually puts money in your pocket. And it's not going to pay all your bills. I can't promise you that on day 30. But most of my students are making between $500 and $1,000 after the day 30 mark when they launch their first product. And it walks you through that. It's real simple. It's fun. It's crazy, but it works. And I want to give it to you absolutely free. It's not a long read. It's just bullet points, basically. Just go to grahamcochran.com/jumpstart. And if you're watching on YouTube, I'll link to it below. If you're listening to the podcast on Apple Podcasts or Spotify, just go to grahamcochran.com/jumpstart, grab that PDF download, and then launch your business in the next 30 days. And then what we're doing here today, talking about YouTube growth, will really help that with your longevity and reach more people, which means you can sell more product. So grahamcochran.com/jumpstart to get your 30-day online income jumpstart guide. Okay, let's talk about the disparity of videos to views, meaning there's the Pareto's principle, right? 80-20 rule, that everything in life is lopsided. You're not going to have 100 videos and they all give you roughly the same amount of views, right? You're going to have a small group of your videos, if you're a YouTube channel, that give you most of your views. It's just the way it is. And so if you've ever looked at your current channel, it's probably that way if you already have videos. And if you haven't looked at the analytics, you should do that. Just log in and go to the YouTube studio and check it out. But if you're putting out videos and you're thinking that they're all going to do the same and they're all going to be great, or that they're all going to be awful, you're wrong on both accounts. They're not all going to be great. Even if you do a great job, they're not all going to get the same amount of traction. So I wanted to just start with like me as an example for one of my channels, and then break down for you these 3 best types of videos that you should be posting to grow, right? That's the most important thing. So I was looking at my analytics just before I hopped on this episode, and at this taping, I have 200 videos on the Graham Cochran YouTube channel so far, and that's a little under 3 years that I've been posting to that channel. I didn't look at the Recording Revolution. I don't know. I could have looked at that too, but it would have tracked out very similarly as well, if not even more lopsided, because I have 11 years of videos on that channel, and it just continues to get lopsided. So I have 200 videos. My top 5 videos, okay? My top 5 videos out of 200 account for 39% of all my views. Okay, I'll say that again. My top 5 videos out of 200. So in percentages, that's 2.5% of my videos account for almost 40% of my views. So that's a tiny fraction of my videos, just 5 out of the last almost 3 years of 200 videos that I've posted account for almost 40%. That's almost half of my views. Probably my top 10 accounts for half, the top half, if I include those. But I was just looking at the top 5. Super lopsided. Okay? Now, I want to make that point clear just to let you know you're going to put out a ton of videos, and I believe that you're going to put out good videos. I believe that you already are putting out good videos if you have them. I know you're working hard. I know you're trying to do your best. I just want you to be made aware that most of your videos are not going to crush, and that's okay. You don't need them to. As much as I love every video, not every video, but most of my videos I'm very proud of that went out. And I feel like they're all helpful. And my super fans will go and watch everything and get a ton of value out of everything. As much as that is true, I've come to grips with on both of my YouTube channels. I've been doing YouTube for almost 11 years now. I've come to grips with the fact that there's a small percentage of my videos that actually will create most of the traction. What does that mean practically for my business? That means a small percentage of your videos and my videos are going to bring us the majority of our leads. And we need leads, meaning people that have never heard of us before that are starting to hear about us, get to know us, get to like us, get to trust us, hear about our lead magnets, the free guides we're offering, the free video series, free checklist, quiz, whatever you're offering for free in exchange for their email address, to get them on your email list so you can have a deeper relationship with them, over-deliver in amazing ways, and offer your products. There's going to be this small percentage of videos that drive most of that traffic for you. And so you can look at all your videos, I can look at the Recording Revolution, let's say, and I haven't done the analytics in the last 24 hours for that, but I can tell you off the top of my head, almost 11 years of videos, easily over 1,000 videos. It's probably 3 videos that are driving 60% of the traffic, and they're older. I mean, one's 3 years old, one's 6 years old. It's super lopsided. And it's a combination of just magic, like you just had lightning in a bottle. Maybe that video just really was the right combination of things. But it's also heavy on the algorithm, which means it's heavy on the keywords and the topic. It's just the perfect combination. And so what I want to do is share with you, I'm gonna break this down to you a little bit. I want you to try to figure it out first before I just tell you the 3 best types of videos. I'm gonna list the titles on the Graham Cochran side of things of my top 5 videos over the last 3 years. See if you can notice some patterns in these videos titles, okay? These are just the titles. I just pulled up my analytics here. Let me scroll down here. Top 5 videos over the last 3 years of the last 200 videos. Number 1 video for me, right? In terms of views, gets the most views, driving the most traffic. LLC versus sole proprietor, which is best for your business? Number 2, how I use Kajabi to run $1 million business. Number 3, how to use MailChimp to grow your business. Number 4, membership sites versus online courses, which is best. And number 5, The Go-Giver, how generosity is the secret to success. Great book, by the way. You should read The Go-Giver. Amazing book. Those are my top 5 videos. I'm going to read them one more time, listen to them, see if you can figure out what the pattern is in these top 5 videos. LLC versus sole proprietor, which is best for your business. How I use Kajabi to run $1 million business. How to use MailChimp to grow your business. Membership sites versus online courses, which is best. The Go-Giver, how generosity is the secret to success. Can you pick out at least one pattern? Those top 5 of my videos represent 2 of the 3 best types of videos to post on YouTube. Can you figure out what those are just by those video titles? Okay. I gave you some time stalling just to see if you can come to those conclusions yourself, because I want you to really think about this. I don't want you to just do what I tell you to do. I want you to process. Let me tell you, now we'll just dive right into it. Here are the 3 best types of videos in my experience of doing this for over a decade. 3 best types of videos to post to grow your YouTube channel. Ready? Number 1, the versus video. The versus video, okay? If you paid attention, 2 out of my top 5 videos, including my number 1 video on the Graham Cochran brand, is a versus video. Something versus something, and then generally a colon or a hyphen with a question that clarifies what you're doing. So, for example, my number 1 video on this channel, LLC versus sole proprietor, colon, which is best for your business? Okay? The other versus video I have in there is membership sites versus online courses. Which is best? A little simpler. Versus videos crush. Why do they crush? Why do you think they crush? Because that's what people type into YouTube all the time, right? Mac versus PC, iPhone versus Samsung Galaxy. Right? You know, like it doesn't matter what it is. There's topics I probably am not even aware of where there is 2 like dominant things in a niche that people are always trying to figure out what's the best of these 2 things, right? I mean, stop and think about your niche for a second. I don't want to feed you examples. I want you to stop and think about the topic you're in, the niche you're in, the area you're in, that you're creating videos on or for, or that you want to. What have you typed into YouTube related to that niche? Something versus something, right? Versus videos crush because people use YouTube like we use everything else to figure out what do other people say about the questions that I have. I'm considering these 2 things, these 2 options. In the case of a couple of my videos here, I want to start a business or I have a business. Should I have an LLC or is it okay to be a sole proprietor? I don't really even know which one is which or what are the differences. So they're typing that in all the time just to hear other people talk about it. Surely someone else has talked about it, right? Whether it's a couple of car brands or it's 2 strategies for tying your shoe. I don't know. Like, people want to know what people think about other things. They want things to be duked out for them. People want other people to make decisions for them. And so they're going to type in something versus something. So that pattern works great for a YouTube video title. In essence, a YouTube video versus videos, right? That is the number. We're going to come back to this in a second. I'm going to give you some brainstorming steps in a minute. So versus videos just work great, and you could fill them in with anything you can imagine. Related to versus videos, because there's going to be overlap. Number 2 best type of video to post on YouTube if you want growth are product reviews. Product reviews. These are similar in that people, again, want to know what other people think about a product, but you don't have to do a versus all the time. You can just highlight a specific product. Now, the great thing about both of these types of videos, versus videos and product reviews, are typically you're dropping name brands. You're dropping big, popular keywords that a huge percentage of your audience are searching for. They're not searching for you if you're brand new to YouTube. They don't know who you are, but they certainly know the brand names. Let me pull up, what were some of my other top 5? How I use Kajabi to run $1 million business. It's a Kajabi review. Like Kajabi, if you don't know what that is, it is a product, a subscription product that you can build your online business off of, okay? And it's the best, in my opinion, hence why I do a ton of videos on it. And I did one video on it, showing people the back end of my Kajabi system, how I run the Recording Revolution, which is $1 million a year business. And I just walked through all the features that I like about it, how I'm using it. It was just a simple product review. People are typing in the word Kajabi. That's how people discovered me. A lot of people discovered me through the Kajabi video that I did, or multiple videos. Why? Because that keyword, it's a product. So how I use Kajabi, that's one of them. How to use MailChimp to grow your business. That's another one that's driving a lot of traffic for me and getting me a lot of leads, because MailChimp is a product. It's an email list provider, right? That people, they're looking, either they have MailChimp and they don't know how to use it strategically, or they're considering using MailChimp. Either way, again, they're not typing in Graham, they're not typing in Graham Cochran. I mean, some people do. That is a search term. Some people know who I am, but I'm not that big of a deal. So, but who's bigger than Graham? Well, MailChimp, Kajabi, these are brands, right? These are brands. And then number 5 was The Go-Giver. That's a book review. So it's not a product, but it is a product. The Go-Giver is a best-selling book. So if someone is interested in buying the book, this is funny to me. I actually don't know why people watch book reviews on YouTube. Like, books are like $12. Just buy it and read it. Like, you don't have to, it's not like it's a couple $100. So I think it's funny, but I do book reviews from time to time just because of this, because it drives traffic. That's it. I mean, I also like talking about books. I love books. But again, I'm only doing some of these videos because I know they will drive traffic, and they have. These are my top 5. Couple of these, no, all of these are at least a year and a half old, if not 2 years old. They're driving more traffic than newer videos. It's not that they're new and hip. It's just that once they drive traffic and they get views, then it just feeds itself. Then, YouTube knows that it's relevant. People like it, so they suggest it more when people type in those search terms or related videos. And then just, success breeds success. In the land of algorithms with like YouTube, let's say, the rich get richer. Like the popular videos get more popular. So it's a perpetual cycle that if you can get 1 or 2 of your videos to pop, it's going to feed you for a long, long time. Okay? So of those top 5 videos, 2 of them are verses, 3 of them are straight up product reviews. 3 of them have product names. All 5 of them have major keywords in my niche. People are typing in membership sites and online courses. Like, that's a huge topic. So that's not a brand, but it's a major keyword. LLC and sole proprietor is a major keyword for anyone starting a business, even if you're not starting an online business, right? People have tons of tax questions. So I'm looking at my analytics, and that's a ton of overlap. So the number 1 type of video you should be making are versus videos. Number 2 are just straight up product reviews. And a little word on product reviews, there's 2 ways you can go here. You can straight up be a review channel, or make product reviews a huge part of what you do, and you just review anything and everything. If you get into the anything and everything product review type channel, it's probably going to do well for you. But what's good is the more reviews you do, the bigger you become, the more brands will reach out to you and offer you free product in exchange for a review. And so you can get, like, for example, with the Recording Revolution, almost weekly, I'm offered microphones, speakers, expensive equipment all the time, free. They want to send it to me, software, because they know the channel's huge and they want me to review it so that they can get some guerrilla marketing. So if you get big enough, even if you're small, I was getting free product even when I was tiny. I was just reaching out to tiny manufacturers who were interested in promoting all kinds of ways that don't cost them a ton of money. They can ship me some free product, they can expense it, I get some cool stuff, I can review it. So that's a great way to go, because you'll get free cool stuff, which is awesome. And then 2, it's all great keyword stuff for you. So you can review products that you don't even use that much, but you try them out and give an honest review. Now, a couple of words of caution. In this day and age, you have to be very explicit. If it is a sponsored post, meaning if someone's paying you to do a review, you got to say that it is a sponsored post. And even if you didn't have to, I think it's fair and transparent. Say, look, if I'm doing a review for a product, a manufacturer, I'm going to tell my audience, hey, this is a sponsored video. Just so you know, here are the pros and cons of this product. Then it's up to them to decide if my review is unbiased or not. I mean, it's biased because I'm getting paid by the manufacturer, but plenty of people enjoy reviews from sponsored posts. I mean, magazines, that's what they've always been. Like, I I never personally believed product reviews in magazines because though they were all paid, they're all major sponsors of the magazine. They're not going to write a bad review. They're always kind of generic reviews. So that's the only issues. If you're gonna review products, make sure that you mention if it's sponsored. If they're not paying you to review it, then that's fine. You don't have to say it's sponsored because it's not sponsored. But just know that you need to give your honest feedback of a product. Now, I have been criticized in the past on the Recording Revolution for only giving positive product reviews. People say, these are all positive. These aren't good reviews. And to that I say, I only review products that I love. So what's your problem? I'm not trying to be a magazine. I'm not trying to be a balanced source. I'm completely unbalanced. This is all the stuff I like. This is my YouTube channel. So with the Recording Revolution, I never took free gear in exchange for a review. I never did sponsored videos. I've always just posted reviews of products that I own and use and love. That's just something I felt important. In this brand with Graham Cochran, as of now, the only product I really mention, the only product I affiliate promote is Kajabi, period, because I believe in it more than anything, and I only want to promote one thing like that. So I don't affiliate promote other products. I've been asked by their competitors to promote their stuff affiliate. Even though they know I'm a Kajabi person, like, oh, that's fine. You can still, they don't care. But to me, that would be disingenuous because I'm all in on the Kajabi train. And it's not just because they pay me with affiliates. I've been all in on the Kajabi train since 2013. The new Kajabi didn't come out till 2015. The affiliate program didn't come out till late 18, early 19. So to me, it's the product I use. I love it. There's other products that I've reviewed, MailChimp, trying to think of other ones I've reviewed here on this channel. I haven't done a lot of product reviews on this channel, but I've done book reviews. Again, they're all books that I like. They're all books that have impacted me. So I've taken that approach of just review the stuff that I like. Either way, it's going to do well for you because it's a major, major keyword. So product reviews are great. Versus videos are great. Here's the third best type of YouTube video to do. And you could have guessed this if you haven't thought about it. Not represented in my top 5, but trending news. Trending news. So any piece of news in your niche, anything that's in the news, it even could be trending news on other people's YouTube channels. I mean, you're seeing reaction videos like, Graham Cochran reacts to so-and-so's video. All of that is just flavors of the same kind of thing. You doing a video on something that's trending in the news. This is a great type of video to do. I haven't done a ton of this for only 2 reasons. One, I've been trying to build a lot of evergreen type content. The only problem with trending news content is that it only trends for a certain amount of time, which is fine if it gets you a lot of views quickly. It can be great for you, especially if you're trying to just monetize your YouTube channel through ads. Then it's all just ad revenue. You don't care if it doesn't last. It was good for that month, and that's all that matters. That's a model that's legit. Very hard, though, to benefit from that if you have a smaller channel and you're not doing millions of views per month. Millions of views per month. Okay. Second, again, so I wanted to build a lot of evergreen content on. I always do. 95% of the time, that's what I want to do. I want to create content that is on keywords that are always going to be relevant so that I can make a video today and in 5 years, that video will still send me leads. So a good example of this is I did a video on the Recording Revolution called How to Build a Home Studio for $350. And I created that in 2017, about 3.5 years ago from taping this, and that has over 2 million views and sends me a ton of traffic all the time, every single day. It's probably my number 1 traffic source, period, in that brand. But I made it 3.5 years ago. So that to me is how you work less and grow your business, is powerful evergreen content. It doesn't cost me any money. I'm not running ads. I just shoot a really good video once, and I didn't know it was going to pop that much, but once it did, I mean, it really is hands off. I'm not doing anything to make it grow. It's feeding itself, and it's just, I only need a few of those to really sustain a business. It's the same thing here with the Graham Cochran brand. I think it was 2 years ago, I did the LLC versus sole proprietor video. Why did I do it? Because it's a question I get all the time. So I know it's relevant and I know those are major keywords. So it was just on my list. I don't love talking about tax stuff, but I have a very simple philosophy on LLC versus sole proprietor, whether you should become an S Corp and when do you can see the tax savings for either one. It's a tax savings video, right? So I knew I was going to at least do it once, did it, put it out there, moved on with my life. And it just popped with the algorithm. It popped with suggested videos and it just continues to grow. It's my number one driver of traffic on the Graham Cochran YouTube channel. It's 2 years old. So talk about getting your money's worth, getting your time's worth. You just need a few of these to drive traffic. So I'm a big fan of the first two types, versus videos and just straight up product reviews or book reviews, because they're evergreen. Again, so that's what I've been focusing on the last 3 years is evergreen, evergreen, evergreen. I've done a couple of trending news videos, which really did well for my channel, but then they die down because they're not trending anymore. And I want to do more because I just, in general, like that kind of stuff. But certain niches and topics lend themselves to trending news better than others. But I've just been building out a suite of YouTube videos that are evergreen, that are on topics that I know people are searching for, that I've wanted to cover, that I think would be helpful, that I think will make a really helpful resource. So, you're going to have to balance what's important to you with your channel. I'm trying to create a repository of amazing content that if you found my channel, doesn't matter which video you found, that video is going to be helpful and valuable and just add a ton of value to your life. But then if you start to dive into the rest of my videos, you're going to say, this is like a wealth of knowledge. This is like, I've had a couple comments last week, like to one of my videos, this is what I should have learned in university. Like I want my YouTube channel, my free stuff, to be able to send you off to go make money, to go live a better life, to impact people, whether you buy a course of mine or join a membership of mine or whatever. I want to create something that I'm proud of. So that influences the type of videos I do as well. But I do like trending news videos. They do work. They do crush in the moment. So those are your top three, right? If you make versus videos, if you make product reviews, if you do trending news, you're going to grow. It's inevitable. I don't know if all of them are going to push you down the field very far, but one or two or three of those are going to pop. Okay? And again, what is a common thread in all three of those? Keywords. This is where you don't need to overthink YouTube. And you certainly don't want to get cute with YouTube. I'll give you an example, a short example. I did a video years ago on the Recording Revolution where I was doing a microphone shootout, which is exactly what you can imagine. I took 4 microphones and I sang into all 4 microphones, different price points, different brands, and I recorded the exact same thing. And then we analyzed what they each sound like. And I let my audience vote on it. And it's really helpful for people who only have a little bit of money and they can only buy 1 microphone or maybe 2, and they want to know what should they buy. And so I compared a really cheap microphone, really expensive microphone, and everything in between. It was a great video. I'm proud of it. It's helpful. It's great. I posted it. And I think the title of the video, and this is going to show how important titles are. I think the title of the video was, which vocal microphone or which microphone is best for your voice? ? Okay, posted it. And my channel subscribers saw it. I emailed it out to my list. They saw it. It wasn't growing that fast. And then when I would type in my vocal mic shootout to see which kind of videos pop up, mine's not popping up at all. And there's this random crappy video that this girl did of a microphone shootout. And she's got like 300 views. Mine's got thousands of views in the first 24 hours. But hers is like number 1. And I'm like, why the heck is her video showing up number 1? And then it dawned on me, I was getting too cute. I literally did not put the words vocal mic shootout in my video title because I was trying to be more of a question, like what mic is the best for my vocals, which it's not a bad thought because people do type that in. But so I did an experiment. I changed the title of the video. The video's already been out, by the way. Changed the title of the video, and I added vocal mic shootout, which microphone is best for my vocals. So I kept the original title, but I added those 3 words, vocal mic shootout, to the beginning of the title, clicked save, walked away. 24 hours later, my video is like top 3 on YouTube for the words vocal mic shootout. Point of all of that is do not overthink YouTube. What are real people typing in? Not what kind of videos do you want to share, as much as what is your target audience typing into YouTube right now? They're probably typing in something versus something. They're probably typing in products, name brands, people's names. They're probably talking about something that's just happened in the news related to your subject, right? So create videos on those subjects. So here's what I want you to do. Let's end with some YouTube video brainstorm steps. 3 simple steps for you, okay? I want you to take some action. I want you to do a little bit of homework. This will fire you up. This will give you content ideas. This will get you thinking in the right way, okay? Number 1, pull out a piece of paper or pull out your notes app or Evernote, however you like to do that, or Google Doc, whatever you have. Answer this question. What products, brands, or often debated topics exist in your niche? Make a list of many of those as you can. What products, brands, or often debated topics exist in your niche? This is super easy. You say, okay, literally, what products exist? Let's start with products, okay? So if you're a fitness instructor, you can just mention just normal products like that are generic, like dumbbells, resistance bands, shaker cups, like, so you can just list those things, and then you can list specific brand names, right? You can, Bowflex, Nordic Track. I don't know. I'm not a fitness person. Just list a bunch of brand names, and then those brand specific products even there, right? The Peloton, and then which version of the Peloton, like just list out. I don't care if you've used them or own them or know how to get your hands on them, but just list every product or brand that you can think of in your niche that people are talking about. And then related to that, what are some often debated topics? Like, intermittent fasting versus, or intermittent fasting or skipping breakfast versus OMAD, 1 meal a day, or like I don't know, like what are some things that people are typing this versus this? What are you thinking they're trying to debate between? Just make a list of the debates, to styles, to strategies, to products, to methods, to talking heads, like people, right? Which is the second step. So that's step 1 is just products, brands, debated topics. Just list them. Don't overthink it. Just list them, and you can comb through them later. Second step is what books, authors, celebrities, YouTubers can you draw attention to? Either positive or negative. Is there a YouTuber you can't stand? Is there a book you can't stand or an author you can't stand? Is there a YouTuber you love? Is there a book you love? Is there an author you love? Is there a celebrity you love? A celebrity you can't stand? Right? Just list them. Even if you don't know if it's positive or negative, just list the books that you could talk about, the authors you could talk about, the YouTubers you could talk about, the celebrities you could talk about. Just list them. And third and final piece of homework for you is what ongoing relevant news topics or trends can you speak into that your audience would like? You can just look in the last 30 days, the last 60 days, the last 90 days. Just list any of the major, talking points in the news related to your niche. So, and you can get creative with this. Like if you're in the fitness space, you could talk about fitness brands that make products like Peloton, crushing it. Their stock price is through the roof. You could talk about the stock price of Peloton because of the pandemic, because people working out from home. They don't want to go to the gyms. So you might be a fitness instructor. You might not be a financial expert, but you could talk about the financial ramifications for fitness brands. And you could, if you read news, if you pay attention to, if CNBC has an interesting article on, the Peloton CEO is now a billionaire because of the pandemic. What are the implications of that? Well, because more people are buying Pelotons. Why? Because more people are working out from home. Because people don't feel safe going to the gym or whatever it is. You could have a conversation video about that. And what are the implications of that? And then you could get into a conversation in that video about the best ways to work out from home. And is it okay? Is it better than going to the gym or just as good or whatever? But you're going to get a ton of traffic because you're talking about keywords, Peloton, you're talking about news, you're talking about CNBC in a specific article. It's relevant to kind of the world we're living in right now. It won't be evergreen, but sprinkle them in. Do you see how simple this is? I like to ask that question a lot. I hope this has been eye-opening to you. Don't overthink your YouTube videos. I want you to make the videos that come to mind. I want you to answer the questions your students have. I want you to trust your gut. Sometimes I've just made random videos that I think would be cool. And sometimes I'm right. There's no keywords there. I did a video for my wedding anniversary. It was my 15-year wedding anniversary a few weeks back. And I did a video talking about 15 business lessons that I've learned from my wife, who's a super successful business owner, as a way to share what I'm learning from someone else other than just always me teaching you, as a way to honor my wife because she's amazing. And I just thought it would be different also. But I was like, people could either love this or be like, dude, why are you talking about your wife? This is random. So I wasn't sure, but people loved it. I got a lot of good feedback from it. And it was really encouraging to people. So my hunch was right. But sometimes I have a hunch and I make a video that I think will be amazing. And nobody cares. So you're going to get those wrong. I want you to keep trying those videos, but I want you to have a strategy. This is just this kind of math. It is an algorithm. It's human nature. There is a secret to YouTube. It's not completely random. So don't ever chalk it up to randomness, because then you just absolve yourself of any responsibility. So then when your YouTube channel doesn't grow, you're like, well, it's the algorithm. It's all against me, which is a victim mentality. You're never going to be successful in that kind of worldview. So don't have that. There's a lot that you can do to control your destiny with YouTube. Can't control a lot, but there's a lot you can control. So get strategic with your videos and start to think about these top 3 versus videos. Something versus something, ask the question that people are asking. Product reviews, name brands, specific products, book reviews, go for it. And then trending news. Those are the top 3, easily. So in terms of the type of videos we're going to be able to make, and that will be relevant to the type of online businesses we want to run. If you can find a way to pepper those types of videos into your rotation, you're going to see traction. And again, sometimes the video that's going to pop for you 5 years from now is a slow burn. My LLC versus sole proprietor video is a slow burn until one day it just started to exponentially grow, and then it's on fire and you can't stop it. So don't expect to go viral. We're not talking about virality. I don't have a viral video. I've never had a viral video. I've made millions of dollars online with YouTube driving most of that traffic. You don't need to go viral on YouTube to make a great living. You need a few solid videos that just show up all the time when your target market is typing in stuff into YouTube through search, suggested videos, and just the algorithm doing its thing. You just need a handful, and you'll get plenty of leads. And if you set up the rest of your business right to capture those leads and automate a sales pitch to them through an email sequence and promote from time to time, you're going to do great. But it starts with a little bit of strategy, just a few videos slowly picking up steam, and then you've got this amazing power source, so you don't have to run ads, you don't have to take your clothes off, you don't have to say something stupid or shocking to just get people to pay attention to you. You can just sit back and relax and allow the system to work for you, because it is democratized. YouTube is a beautiful thing. Anybody can participate. Okay? If this was helpful, please let me know. If you're watching on YouTube, leave me a comment. If you're listening on Apple Podcasts, leave me a review and tell me that this episode was helpful. And then I'd love to know what your thoughts are. Are you putting out any of these top 3 videos? Can you think of any of your top videos? Are they one of these top 3? If so, let me know in a comment below. Link to it if you want to. That'd be cool. I don't care. I'd love to see what you think your top video is and see if you can see some of these trends. And then finally, like I said at the beginning of this video, if you want a blueprint to actually make money, not just grow an audience, because the audience is so important, but the audience is there to lead to sales for you, and you don't know how to put the pieces together and you would like to make some money quick, even before the end of the year, we could do this in the next 30 days, my friend. Download my 30-day online income jumpstart. Just click the link below, or if you're watching or listening, I should say, on Apple Podcasts, just go to grahamcochrane.com/jumpstart. It's a free, quick, easy read. It's a PDF. It's going to give you step-by-step, here's what you do in week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4. Even if you have zero audience or tiny audience, doesn't matter, how to build a focused audience quickly, add value, launch a product, and make your first dollar online. Like I said, my average student who actually puts in these steps and does it is making between $500 and $1,000 in their first 30 days. So you can do that before the year's up, or whenever you're listening to this, you could do that in the next 30 days. Just download the guide, grahamcochrane.com/jumpstart, and have fun. Hope you're staying healthy and safe. Appreciate you hanging with me today. And I'm excited for your YouTube channel as you grow that channel and serve a ton of people. Talk to you on another episode real soon.